You don't fuck with necro.
This episode gave me original Naruto vibes. The episode is putting the anime back on track in a positive way. The episode set up a good stepping stone for this arc. The episode even has surprisingly very good animation. But wait, we have seen all of this before, right? This is the exact same feelings we all had at the start of the Mitsuki arc, and we all know how that turned out. Please, Boruto writers, don't mess this up. I'm begging you. I'm begging for my life. No, I'm joking. So as always guys, welcome back, and it's time to go balls deep with my analysis for this week's Boruto episode. But before we begin, I want to remind all of you that we have 5 things you didn't know about the Tailed Beast. I am going to upload it on Tuesday, so make sure to come back to the channel to watch it. In addition, remember how I asked you guys on the community tab and Twitter on why do you like Boruto Uzumaki as a character? I have recorded my discussion and I'm still editing it, so I'll be uploading the video on Thursday. I feel like it could be a series where we include you guys in our videos and form a great bond and community. I mean, come on guys, didn't you learn anything from Naruto?
Why didn't you kill me that day? Weren't you gonna break our bond? Sasuke!
The reason is simple. It's not that I couldn't break it, Naruto.
Like me, you may be one of the few who can use Mangekyo Sharingan, but there is a catch. Take the life of your best friend. You must kill him.
I just couldn't stand the idea of obtaining power by following in his footsteps. I spared your life on a whim. Nothing more.
If you want great anime clothing, check out DesignByHumans. They sell hoodies, t-shirts and sweaters with endless amount of designs on all the anime that we love. Use the discount code ABD to receive 10% off your whole order. I have bought many of their anime clothes over the 2 years, and they are long lasting. The print doesn't wash off and the quality stays. Check it out. So the episode starts off with Boruto and Mitsuki on their way to Ninja HQ, but they meet a new dude on the way. Boruto must have some HD Hawkeye Byakugan level type eyes because I can't see shit at long distance myself. Look how far this scene zooms out. He sees this guy from such a distance and he thought he's a peeping Tom, right? He thought he's a hentai pervert. Naturally, you know, this makes sense in the Naruto universe. Boruto comes to find out the guy is a bird expert and he's trying to collect eggs to look into and taste. He's basically doing his job. He then presumes Boruto must like birds too, and they do a good job of establishing how eccentric and weird this character is. I mean, this guy licks unborn bird eggs in front of them and then he asks Boruto if he can get some of that pie.
Excuse me, what? I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
FBI! FBI, open the door!
In general, this episode in the first 5 minutes is very educational to young people about genetics. It's basic biology that all of us get taught, but I think this was partly foreshadowing for Boruto's character himself. Maybe this is why the writers did it. Boruto responds to the premise of genetics and behavior by saying, all of this stuff is already predetermined before we're born, and then the guy explains what makes Boruto who he is, such as his genetics and personality. I personally liked what Boruto responded with. It's consistent with his character and is something I would say myself. I do think it's foreshadowing the predestination concept with Boruto though, because ironically, although he is correct in saying genetics isn't everything on what makes a person who they are, but Boruto himself does have a destiny that will come true one day due to Momoshiki and his karma seal. In addition, Okio Kadashi and Ikamoto both admitted that Boruto's character is one of the hardest to write for because all of his actions are predetermined to reach him facing Kawaki in episode 1. So surprisingly, this was actually good writing because with his current attitude, it will naturally provide a lot of character development for Boruto in the future when we see his change of demeanor and view of the world. It looks grim and dark, a destiny he can't avoid. Skipping ahead to the next scene where Team 7 and Team 15 have to go on a mission with the new bird expert, we see the dude literally eat shit. This guy thinks he's Bear Grylls and they start their mission.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
The reason this episode was great, much like how I got a response on Twitter today when I asked everyone, from 250 votes, 55% of people said it was good. I personally thought it was better than most episodes. This is because of the consistency and character development every single character involved received. The episode does a great job of establishing the premise of the arc and the motivations for each character, thus progressing the story, and this makes us care about what happens because we know it will play a part in the future of the series and how things turn out for the teams. For example, last week, which was episodic and kind of fillerish, it could be skipped, in which you wouldn't misunderstand anything or lose face if you skipped it. Shikadai resolves the problem in 3 minutes and he goes back to square one, to the Shikadai that you knew already. You didn't miss out on anything. Even Team 15 in this episode was integrated well. Like even simple things such as them uniting and saying they should try to outdo Boruto's team, it's something I want to see. It adds to their episode 2 weeks ago of training with Hanabi to improve themselves. Anyways, during their mission they come across deadly birds taken over by nature energy curse marks. The animation was crisp, clean and good quality. Boruto himself faces off Jugo in his Sage transformation. This is when power scaling fans got upset because, you know, they say this is terrible writing due to the rules of Naruto. Jugo was already established that in Sage transformation he is able to fight a fully powered up Raikage A, for example, so, you know, why can't he crush Boruto with his sheer strength, even the floor pummels from his force? Now obviously I have to admit here there was some plot armor, and this is Boruto, right? I don't know what you're expecting. You know he is still alive when he's 16 years old against Kawaki, so obviously he's gonna win all of his battles. But yeah, I don't know how Boruto survived the punch like nothing. He should have at least some broken bones, and it was plot armor. One thing I can argue, however, without Jugo controlling his power in Sage transformation, which seems to become an even worse problem for him than before, power that isn't controlled is just destructive. The Naruto universe has already established that strategy and learning to harness your abilities is what makes you better. Just look at Naruto with Tail Beast transformation compared to KCM. So Boruto dodging some attacks isn't really bullshit. Sumire saves Boruto with a summoning and she seems a bit off. Now everyone that watched the episode seems to have noticed that she is acting weird. There could be 3 reasons for this. Number 1 is, in the manga Sumire admits to Sarada that she has a crush on Boruto and has feelings for him. So this may be a development for her character where she starts catching these feelings, and that's why she said it in the manga to Sarada. She wants to be acknowledged by Boruto and Sarada, who only refer to her as the class rep. Number 2 is, in the manga Sumire isn't really that interested in being a ninja anymore. She joins the science research division and becomes an assistant. Maybe after this arc she has an internal conflict just like every other character has in this generation to make a decision on what she wants to become. Reason number 3, Sumire's summoning is made from Hashirama cells, and maybe it's reacting to the nature energy in Sage transformation. That's why she was able to detect Boruto getting defeated by Jugo so fast and she saves the day. She must be feeling something with her curse mark and summoning in connection with Jugo. Let me know which one you think is the best explanation in the comment section below. So after all of this, we see them at the village with people receiving curse marks that make them become evil. Jugo is the one responsible, it seems, but we do not know for sure yet or why. The kids meet Jugo and then...
川のそばで倒れてたみたいですよ。
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Like, did my man just say a ninja slipped on a piece of grass? Bruh, I can't believe Sarada bought that. For those who don't know, Jugo is from a clan, and this clan is unnamed family which originated from an unknown area. The members of this clan possess the ability to absorb natural energy from their surroundings due to their unique bodies. However, the effects of this energy results in sudden and uncontrollable surges of madness, causing them to go berserk. The only known member of this clan is Jugo, who was said to have voluntarily gone to Orochimaru himself because he's crazy, a whack job. I don't know why you would do that. But I must mention in this episode, Jugo's animation though, that design is fantastic. I mean, just look at him. A lot of girls would be like, oh my god, he's so fun, he's so sexy. Orochimaru, by studying Jugo's body, discovered that it has the innate ability to passively absorb natural energy. It also secretes special bodily fluids that react to the contact with Senjutsu chakra, causing immediate physical changes that we see all the time. This is how Orochimaru created the Juin Jutsu curse seals that we know. When people receive the curse seal, they cannot control their access to it, and as such, because of this problem, the power unwillingly sometimes comes out, especially with weak villages that we saw in this episode. This is why in Boruto it makes sense. Now, because of this compatibility of one of Orochimaru's curse seals, in turn this also means you're compatible with Jugo too, allowing him to transplant his own flesh and chakra into their bodies, and this was established to us in manga chapter 413. So one way or another, as this story develops, it must mean these seals have a connection with Jugo, and Orochimaru may make a cameo in this arc. We also see Jugo use this ability to take on these curse mark seals and transform himself, thus causing the person to be healed. Boruto finds Jugo doing so, and I don't know what to say. Lastly, the episode moves to Boruto and Sarada investigating on why these seals and bad shit is happening, right? My man figures out where Jugo is located with some next science shit. I'm like, raw, blown. Dude, my man just throw a rock, figured out it was an echo, used some brain power, cryptochronic, I don't know, checking that wind status of how it directed, disconnecting all of these dots, yeah, and then he gets the answer like a boss. And again, it was a great display of Boruto's intelligence, and he's very different to Naruto, his father. Naruto didn't have this intelligence. I think I'm starting to like Boruto's character. This episode did a great job. They find Jugo transforming and the episode ends. So yeah, that was my analysis and thoughts for the week. Make sure to remember to come back to the channel on Tuesday and Thursday. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll catch me next time. See you guys. Woo!